It's a dope move by Steve.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game.
Everybody, that's right. It's that time of the week. It's that time for you to get your Big Game Sports Buzz on. I am Jay Stoggs, the Buff Nerd, and I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why this podcast is called what it is, Big Game James. What up, dude?
Yo, what's up? What is happening, man?
Oh, wow. I'm good, man. It's good to see you again.
I think you turned up loud for some reason, bro. Man, maybe it's me. I apologize. No, you said wow. Right, I didn't know if it was loud on your end.
It's loud, but it's all good, man. You're coming in loud and almost clear. Hey, we want to thank you for joining in. Of course, Grandizer is in the building. Hey, yeah, what it is, where you be at, who you be with. And you know this, hidden like button, fire the cannons, all that stuff. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you like, subscribe, share.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
No, I was about to tell Grandizer.
I'm gonna start off.
I'll put in the chat, bro. Do your thing. My apologies, brother. My apologies. What up?
I swear. Okay.
My bad.
Listen, thank you for joining in. What up, Sherm? Good to see you. Grandizer, of course, always good to see you. Those that are watching, make sure that you hit that like button, that thumbs up. Also, make sure that you share, subscribe. Hey, this is what we do. The Sports Fanatic, the Pro Athlete get together and talk about all things that are sports and some stuff outside of that. Aaron, you are also one of our favorite people. Thank you for joining in. And we got a lot to talk about, a lot to dissect. A lot of people have been talking about all kinds of stuff. We're going to talk about that and some. But again, whenever you want to watch us, if you don't catch us on Thursday nights, of course, you can catch us on your favorite podcast platform. Hit us up there. We are there. So you can, all this foolishness that we do, you can definitely check us out. But thank you for joining in. And you got anything, Big Game? You kind of quiet. Now you quiet.
I apologize, man. I'm thinking I just cut you off, bro. I feel like an asshole. I really do. I apologize. You know, I didn't mean that.
All good, man. All good. All good. I know you. Yeah, you got things. Okay, that was long. Okay, you can cut that off. Look, I know we got a lot of things. Valentine's Day is coming up. A lot of pressure for the fellas out there. Listen, let me help you out. Let's take the pressure out.
We did. Yeah, my bad. There I go again. I'm gonna stop right now, dog. I'm on fire tonight. I don't know what the hell going on, but yeah, my bad.
I don't either, but you about to get fired tonight. Look, so you know what? We'll help each other out with this. You know what? We may do an extra top 5 just right off the rip, just off the cuff. Who knows? But tonight, we're definitely going to do the top 5 Super Bowl MVPs of all time. So get your list ready. Don't pop them in yet. Just get them ready. But you know what we got to do. First, we're going to lead this thing off with 4 downs.
It's time for the 4 downs. That's right. The hottest sports news around. BGSB presents 4 downs.
That's right. These are the topics that we want to talk about with you. Now, a lot of times you come up with some other stuff, and we may delve into that so we get some extra downs. But we're definitely going to go with these 4. The first one, and I think this is definitely wow. Okay, I think that's definitely one that we got to get into. Who is the most embarrassed, or who was the most embarrassed after this year's Super Bowl? Now, I'm going to give you a couple of choices here. And, of course, some of them are obvious. The Chiefs, Drake, NFL, and I'll give you the mystery one at the end. Who I think. Who do you think was the most embarrassed?
Jay, this question had me laughing, dog. Had me laughing a couple different ways because you said, who's the most embarrassed? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
The NFL or Drake?
Yeah.
Fuck, Drake is on suicide watch, bro. Like, but at the same time, he should be about over this shit now. Like, his ass been getting cooked since They Not Like Us came out.
Oh my
so
gosh.
it's like, dude, okay, for you to unfollow Samuel L. Jackson and Serena Williams.
I'm saying, Sherm, he said Drake.
I mean, like,
the Serena Williams, bro.
Dude, really? And then Drake comes out and makes a statement talking about, you must still care about your ex if you gotta throw shade at him by Dan. What should your husband think? Come on, Playboy. Whenever you gotta bring somebody else's husband into how they should feel because your ass is salty, I think Drake take the cake, dog, because Patrick Mahomes said it on the stand after the game, on the podium. I had my hats off to Jalen Hurts. He played well. He outperformed me tonight. Boom. He took that shit on the chin like a man.
Yeah.
I don't know if the NFL gonna be embarrassed at unless it's conspiracy and you tell me to quit talking like that. So for me, motherfucking winner is Drake, bro. Drake gotta be the most embarrassed man from the goddamn NFL shit. It's Drake all day.
Look, I agree that Drake is up there, but he's only second.
What?
And I'm glad Mahomes did come out. Yeah, it was clear that they knew. They came out with a plan. They dared him. He did what they did. Yeah, and they interviewed Serena. She was thinking about Drake. And dude is soft and sensitive. Dude is soft and sensitive. Drake made a statement. That's what I'm saying, sir. Oh no, don't do that. That's a Canadian blood. I know Drake made a statement. Yo, for me, Drake is second. You know who should be the most embarrassed after that Super Bowl?
Who?
The New York Football Giants.
Oh shit.
The New York Football Giants. After you said, I'm not paying the dude $40 million just to hand it off. Like he's a random guy. Like Saquon Barkley is a random guy. This random guy ran for 2,000 yards. And though I don't like Philadelphia, let me be very clear. I do love their pettiness. The fact that they said, hey, you know what? We're going to sit Saquon. And yeah, he won't get the record. But you know what else? You will win the game, which means you won't get the first pick overall. You'll actually drop to what? I think 4?
5 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, Jay, why you give me the Giants as an option, man? That's fucked up. You did that.
Oh, snap. Yeah, I'm getting rid of Barkley. Bro, I tell you, sometimes I come with it.
That's a good one, dog.
These are the same people who invested in Daniel Jones who cut him the same season. Bro, to me, they should be they should be the most embarrassed after that Super Bowl. The most embarrassed. How do you do that? Look, you get let go in your own division, and then you come back and win the Super Bowl.
And tell their ass, and really, let's say it. You didn't set the record, but you set the record. You really did.
You set the record. You really
did some things that was right there to do things that people haven't done at all. Amazing, bro. straight up.
Yeah, for sure. Jay Stoggs, grandizer. But we got to keep it in perspective. Yes, Jets could have Saquon his bag. Yes, and we may never see what he could do like what he did this year. Absolutely.
That's a great point because he had an offensive line that could really help him utilize his ability. He didn't have that offensive line in New York. New York's offensive line was like playing behind the California School of the Blind.
James.
That's a school.
Oh, James.
They did play football, but they couldn't throw it.
James.
Okay, God, forgive me. Hey, Sherm and Aaron, was that California School of the Blind or School of the Deaf?
Do not answer that. Don't. Taylor Swift's boyfriend looked soft that game. You know what? He did. Travis. Let's be honest. New York Giants are not doing to get better anytime. No, they're not going to get any better anytime soon.
I mean, the Giants are done.
What is worse, the Giants not paying Saquon or all 31 other teams passing on him? Ooh.
Well,
I don't think all
30.
other 31
it would be 30 teams because the Eagles did take you. And so you minus the Giants and the,
but still,
and the Eagles were taking them. So
and I get the point. I get the point. I think it was the fact that, some people, they felt like they had their running back. His number was a bit higher than what they wanted to pay. And so that factored into it. I get that, but
it's fit also, like you said, Jay Stocks. It's fit.
Yeah.
Like,
Dallas
could have made a play since they didn't go after Henry. They could have went after Saquon.
I think Henry was actually cheaper than Saquon. Okay. Dallas is a dumpster fire.
Boy.
Other teams could have, but the reality is, and I agree totally with what you're saying, Philly was the best fit for him, and he was the best fit for Philly.
Yeah.
I don't think if he went anywhere else, he would have had as much success. Maybe Baltimore, but again, I don't know. It's tough to say. Hurts was hurting them over the top. Why was that? Because they were there to stop the run. Now, if you look at the game, right, Saquon didn't go off. So now you have all 7, 8, 9 in the box. Just drop it over the top. And that's all you do. Grandize the Lions, maybe Vikes, Rams, maybe Rams. Lions had a great 1-2 punch back there. So I think they've been fine, and Vikes were fine as well. Saquon on the Bucks. I was kind of thinking about that when I was saying it, but I don't know if
we did what we had. We wouldn't be able to utilize it the way we needed. And Bucky Irvin did good for cheap for the low on us. We'll take that low.
Yeah. Bucky Irvin was great. He was really great for you, and he's a young player. So I think y'all good right there. So, for me, it's the Giants. But, Drake is a definite close second when your ex is on there, walking, and everybody knows what's going on. And then when he teases the song, and then he looks at you and winks, he looks in the camera and winks. I was like, I know they're probably going to sue, but oh, well, F it. Yeah.
Bro, I love the pettiness of Kendrick. And everybody talking about everything but what it really was. But I didn't think about the Giants. The Giants should be, like, I guess I would constitute the NFL, so that's a good point. But fuck that. Drake's pettiness. Drake, like I said, Drake on the top of a building right now. Somebody better throw a lasso on and him his ass up before he jump off, bro.
What's that? The Needle Point. They have a tall building. I think it's in Ontario or somewhere like that. Maybe Toronto. Yeah. He up there.
He waited for the Degrassi Junior High, Degrassi High, reunion show because he gonna have to go get it somewhere else, bro.
Ooh, man, let's move to this second down. And does this tarnish Mahomes' legacy?
Man, I'm glad you asked this because I was
Yeah.
about to make a video going
Straight.
all in, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Mahomes is young enough where he still has a lot more football to play.
He's not even 30.
Right. He's got two championships, and he's played in what, 4?
He's got
Is that
3
correct?
championships.
3 championships and played in what, 4 or 5 games or whatever? 4?
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. So
Yeah.
I don't think legacy is tarnished because he has a lot of ball left. I think the one thing that we can say is for everybody that wanted to start comparing him to Tom Brady and being the GOAT, pump the mother loving brakes on that bullshit.
Sherm, yeah, he looked bewildered. Vic Fangio had a plan for him. And that offensive line could not hold water. They couldn't. Let's just call it what it is. That was a right tackle was having big issues with sweat. It was bad. So when you have pressure like this in game, obviously you can talk to this. When you have pressure on a front 4 and that's all you have, and you have 7 behind you, just sitting there, and you're not going to run the ball. What do you expect?
We say it all the time.
Kelsey wanted to be there. I'm not going to say
Chris,
that.
what's happening, baby?
I mean, Chris, my bad. I won't say that, but yeah, he had a plan, and it was again a 4-man pressure. He very rarely brought 5. It was basically a 4-man pressure, dominated that line, and the first, I think, at least 2 series, I almost want to say 3, they didn't even run the ball.
Yeah,
they did not run the ball.
They came out and empty a couple times right off the bat, and that really threw me off because Kareem Hunt had success in the playoffs, and Pacheco was back. I mean, whether he was really 100% or not, you didn't give yourself a chance. But this is something we said in earlier shows, Jay, and we talked about it all season because it was apparent when you saw the Chiefs play.
Yeah.
And shout out to my cousin Ron, my boy Ron. We talked about this last week as well.
Yeah.
The Chiefs survived all year long. They never did really dominate any game. Every game was survival mode, and they found ways to get by. The Eagles were good enough on the defense, which we said in the points. You go, I put a short out, and I said one of the keys was going to be the Eagles defense, and Jalen Hurts was going to have to beat you. He did that shit, so I got somebody for that later.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have survived all year long, and they ran into a defense that had, after they got knocked in the mouth against Tampa, they strapped their boots up, put their punching gloves on, and they was knocking motherfuckers out ever since then. The Eagles defense came and played the entire rest of the season, and Jay Stoggs and I said it last week before the Super Bowl. They peaked at the right time.
Yeah.
That defense was on fire at the right time, and they brought the game to the Chiefs, and they had no answer for it at all. And a lot of people like, make adjustments. You can't adjust getting your ass kicked sometimes. Sometimes you say, well, you got to make an adjustment. If I hit you with my right hand and turn around and hit you with my left, what are you adjusting to? The kick coming next. I'm kicking that ass. It's hard.
Yeah.
The Eagles did that thing, man.
Yeah, Grandize, I hear what you're saying. Run the ball. They couldn't run it. Eagles defense was so good versus the run. They were good, but I mean, at that point, it's like, okay, that's when they would bring or they would spy, right? DeJean was there, and he's a bigger cornerback who realistically can play down. Okay, he can be a pretty good safety.
Yeah.
He's not a small guy, but
he will hit. He will. Cooper DeJean will hit.
He's going to bring the hat. But the fact that your first 2 series, 3 series are just passes, oh yeah, I'm pinning my ears back. And so even if you don't set up like that time of possession in the first half, I don't even think they had 10 minutes. I don't think the Chiefs had 10 minutes of time of possession in that first half, man. Because it was just 3 and out. Dude,
Patrick Mahomes only had 11 yards passing in the first half. What the hell?
Crazy. What up? What up, my guy? Yeah, we were just talking about your team, man. But hey, it's all good. Eagles defense had the cheat codes. Yeah, I'm telling you, Vic Fangio was doing the thing.
Yeah, he did.
You can't just getting your ass kicked. No, it's pretty tough. Pretty tough. I bet we find out in a few years that Mahomes had a tail. That pass rush was too good. Obviously said Brady had a tail with how he pointed walking up to the line that almost perfect season. Got to be that. Could be, but realistically, I don't know. It just to me was the line play of the Chiefs. They could not protect Mahomes at all. I agree with Chiefs need to load up on that OL this offseason. Yeah, that offensive line needs help. Otherwise, you're gonna get the same thing.
Especially the way they want to play. They want to throw the ball. So yeah, you're right.
Don't talk about my team going to pull a Will Smith.
Oh,
don't
shit.
pull no Will Smiths up here, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is unheard of. Most teams that force Mahomes to beat them, yeah, they lose 99% of the time. But you know what they do, though? In order to do that, they blitz. In order to, when they pressure Mahomes, they blitz, which means now you're bringing one or two people out of the back end of your defense, so your corner or your safety blitzes, which means now, hey, guess what? You got Travis Kelce sitting in the middle free. Or you got Juju running across free. Or you got somebody, you know what I'm saying? So this is what was crazy about it was the fact that you had, and this is what made it great. You had 4 people pressuring Mahomes the way they did and get to him. Did he have 6 sacks or something like that?
6 or 8 sack total times, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Hey, I'll say that Chris Rock can take a smack. He can. Hey, Chris Rock is from what? Baltimore? He ain't no punk now.
New York, somewhere on there.
New York, yeah, my bad. And he had brothers, so come on. And he was a small big brother. 5 or 6. So, and you do that with a 4-man pressure. Yeah, you doing
that
things.
Was the part, man. Most teams when they play pressure, like I say this about Tampa all the time. Todd Bowles relies on the blitz way too much to apply pressure. Philadelphia didn't know how to blitz nobody. They linebackers were sitting back getting picked tip balls because they were able to get that pressure with 4. When my 4 could beat your 5, you in trouble, bro.
You done.
That's an old school rule in football.
Yeah.
And now that's that old mentality of, with the right coach. And Vic Fangio, he took advantage of what they had up front.
Absolutely. I had sisters so I could take a kick. Lucky I can have kids. Oh my gosh. You know what?
Just kicking in the ding ding. That's
hey, you know what? You got that, bro. You got that. Let's move. We're gonna stay in the second down. Ooh, that got me some kind of way. Can the Eagles run this back?
It depends on how they get poached this offseason, J Style. You should know teams that win a Super Bowl, people come applying the pressure with that cash to get those free agents away. But realistically, they're young on certain parts of the defense with Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis in the middle on the defensive line. They had some people hurt that'll be back next year. Secondary is not horrible. I mean, if they can perform like this again, why I would say why can't they run it back? Besides it being hard to do. It's hard to do it in the NFL. But right now, they're not far off from being able to do it again, I don't think.
Listen, all they lost was an OC that, in my opinion, you have talent across the board. It's a young enough team with good veterans there that you realistically, honestly, I don't see anyone in the NFC challenging them other than maybe Washington if they can get their head out of their butts and figure out some things.
You pass Detroit? You don't think Detroit can challenge next year?
Man,
with all the injuries Detroit had, I feel like you got to give Detroit a chance.
Josh Sweat going to get the bag. He may not return. Yeah. You know what, though? Here's what I say about Philly. Philly has the best GM in the league.
You have said that before. I'm not. Yeah, whatever.
He's proven it time and time again. Wow. It's really loud. And I hate that sound. But no, man, yes, they can run it back. I'm overlooking Detroit because here's the problem with Detroit. Detroit's.
Oh shit! There we go. I feel you. Until
Detroit.
Until we win, until they win, you can say that. I guess you're right.
I mean, look, number 1 seed, lose. And yeah, I get the injuries. But your defensive coordinator is gone. Your offensive coordinator is gone. You have some key people that may be returning, but it just seems like there's just something about, there's a cloud over them.
And they lost a lot of coaches too.
That's what I'm saying.
OC,
from
DC, D-line.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. I'm just saying. I'm not. You got me. I'm doing what I call a recap. Okay, mother lover.
Okay, thanks.
But I'm not just going to put Washington as the team that challenges.
I don't see why not.
I'm not saying they won't. With Jaden Daniels playing the way he did, they continue to bolster that defense up. Dan Quinn has them playing well. Niners.
Sure.
Let me tell you something.
Sure.
The 49ers are like a hamburger that got left on the grill when your ass got drunk barbecuing. They are fucking done. Debo want to dress like the old church lady. They want to get rid of him. Ayuk's injury, not going to be back. Getting old on the defensive side of the ball. Making me think that Shanahan don't really know what he's doing when he had a quality defensive coordinator and Steve Wilkes, and he let him go because he didn't like how they went, and the defense went downhill after that. Then the guy you replace Wilkes with, you fire him this year before it's over with. Boy, please. San Fran's in a world of trouble.
And that goes double for me. So, yeah. And there's a reason why you got Debo, where you say, hey, you know what, Debo, you go ahead. Test the waters. We need space for the equipment anyway, because all your church lady bags are taking up the closet. So, yeah, you go ahead. Go where you need to go.
Hey, Stocks, did you see the meme where they had Little Richard Tutti Frutti playing and they showed Debo walking up to the stadium? That is a classic, bro. That is one of I think I remixed that shit like 2 times, dog. It was so funny, bro. Shout out to whoever did that. That was the best.
I send that to all my Niner fan friends because I'm gonna tell you what, man, y'all can have that. Yeah, no, it's a dumpster fire. They're not as bad as the Cowboys, but they're a dumpster fire, man. So there you go with that.
But realistically, the Niners have been back to the Super Bowl twice, but they haven't won one since the year after the Cowboys did. What was that, 96 or something like that?
Yeah.
It's been a while since the Niners have won one.
It's been a minute. But they, you know what? They're in the tournament. They're in the game. At least they have a chance to win. Speaking of, so NFL offseason, there's still going to be some more stuff, that happens. The season is officially over. Kellen Moore hired as the new head coach in New Orleans. Big news, not so big news.
I think this is their guy the entire time for some reason. I feel like they knew they wanted him. They wanted Kellen Moore, and they couldn't.
Yes. Sherm said we don't want his sassy ass.
Oh, damn. Man. To call a grown man sassy, bro, that's bad. That is bad right there.
Listen, I call him Delicious Debo.
Oh, hey, time out, man. Like Cedric Entertainer say, I ain't calling no grown man delicious.
Delicious.
I ain't calling no grown man delicious. Nothing.
Hey, delicious.
That's real. Hey, that's real D. Pause. That's real Diddy-esque right there, homeboy.
No Diddy.
That's almost like playing a booty game, bro. You can't do that.
Hey, we ain't playing no booty games here. No Diddy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So Kellen Moore, is that a big thing? Like all these...
Oh yeah, Kellen Moore. I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, they had to have a coach. Nobody else was out there. They had to wait. They had to wait till after the Super Bowl. So this is the guy they hired. He got fired with the Chargers got fired in Dallas because he ended up being incompetent. He got fired with the Chargers. And so now all of a sudden with the Eagles loaded offense, he's the guy that could be your head coach. Cool, man. Power to Kellen Moore. Whatever. New Orleans sucks. They're gonna keep sucking. Kellen Moore not gonna save their sorry ass.
He said,
sorry,
they
Aints
gotta
fans.
have a coach. Well, okay.
They don't have a choice. They gotta have a coach.
First, he said that Carr was a good fit, and then I guess he actually watched game film of him because now he's kind of questionable about. I don't know about.
Talking about, man, you can't come up and talk over your quarterback and renege on it, dog. This is like a bad spades game, bro.
That's what he said. He said they had to have a coach, Sherm. That's
they
what
did.
He said.
They had to have a coach. They had to hire somebody.
With Mickey Loomis' recipe for more disaster.
Well,
absolutely.
I was just about to say Mickey Loomis couldn't coach their ass. They had to have a coach. Shit.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. Saints owner called him. Stop it, Grant. Stop it. Saints owner called him Ellen Moore. Whoa. This is gonna be a good season. I'm here for it. I'm here for
Moore. Ellen Moore. Hot damn.
This is gonna be a good season, man. Look. And we got another down we gotta get to. Oh my gosh. Plus some other stuff. So hey, let's go ahead. Let's get to the fourth down. Oh yeah, I'll combine that. So Luka, AD, the trade is the trade. The trade is the trade. It's done. They've played in their respective uniforms now. Can't take them back.
I'm laughing. I'm sorry because
yes, because of that. Yes. Well, actually, which was going to be my oh hell no anyway. AD comes out, gangbusters. He had like 26, like 13, and I mean gangbusters. But here's the problem: 2.5 quarters in, he goes down with an abductor injury, which is, attributed to your abdomen, which he came in with that issue. So he says after the game, I'll be fine. He's out for, as they called it, several weeks. Let's just call it a month. So he is what he is. Luka comes out, 14 points, some boards, rebounds, looks good. Yeah, he's fat. Who cares? Mr. Glass. And I'm talking to my friend, talking to a really good friend. He's a basketball guy, right? We talked this out because there were protests. Nico can't go anywhere without, security. He doesn't go to the stadium and sit in his regular seat. He's incognito. And the ownership is just, saying more and more stupid stuff, which I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it's giving me vibes of, hey, we're going to move the team. You hate us that much? We're just going to move. You know what I'm saying? Luka looked tired, though. I mean, you probably would look tired as well, but I'm not going to give him excuses. The thing is that Luka, like Shaq, has stated what he would do is you play your way into shape. And if that gets you a championship, say, man, do you need another Star Crunch? Do you need two more oatmeal pies? Shit.
Oh no, man. Why are you putting Luke on the Little Debbie plan,
yes. Bro? Vegas, Sherm. What? Hey, whatever it takes to get your team to the finals, to be in and this is what people are like, oh, but they lost. It wasn't because of Luka. It was not because of Luka. Luka drugged the team that was 5th. Let's keep this 100. They were 5th in the West, and they beat good young teams.
Okay. Hey man, I want you to tell us how you really feel, bro. Because right now, this Luka
Okay.
trade got you in Europe.
They are. And yes, the XL ones are even better.
Hey man, Andrew, if you eat the XL oatmeal cream pies, you know you're officially part of the Big Back Club. Because that mother
Let's
lover
go.
that shit is double stuffed, bro. It's got a cookie
It's
in the middle
amazing.
and two sides of cream.
Cookie in the middle and 2 sides of cream. Cookie in the middle and 2 sides of cream. Cookie in the middle and two. Well, hey, let's go. I'm telling you, man, that's it.
You made a song, bro.
That's how I eat the box in one sitting.
Damn.
You're my kind of guy, Andrew. I love you, man.
That's you. Hey, to be a Giants
It's
fan,
a-
you got to have a back that big.
He said, I wish they didn't wrap them individually.
God damn.
Just open your mouth and just open the box.
You have that eating. You have that. Andrew, hey, 2 giant goofballs eating oatmeal cream pies like Ritz bits and shit.
Bro, but I tell you what, though, man, you drizzle that if you get some cream cheese and you drizzle that over there, bruh, oh my gosh, with some cinnamon. Stop it. Yeah, it's a thing.
Hey, Buff Nerd, I need you to stop. I don't want your heart
What?
to stop before the next show, bro. You can't
my
drizzle
gosh,
no
man,
goddamn
man,
icing
man.
on the oatmeal cream pie.
Yes, you can. You just haven't tried it, my friend. Popping them down
Nor
like
am I
Tic Tacs.
going to. Nor am I going
Mix
to.
them in ice cream. Ooh, yeah. See,
So,
Bluebell
hey,
has something like that.
we are about to get off track, but I have to ask this.
Okay,
Did you try the oatmeal cream pie ice cream?
I did.
Did you try the cereal?
No.
They have oatmeal cream pie cereal, bro.
Yeah. No. I tried the Oreo cereal, and it was, for me, that was when I said, okay, this is doing too much.
Yeah, like us talking about this food and not Luca and AD. You're doing too much right now.
But see,
Shit.
that's what got us to it.
I know.
Luka being
Well,
fat.
you put Luca on the Big Back Little Debbie diet, and then next thing you know, we talking about eating oatmeal cream pies like Tic Tacs.
So my friend says, this is what he says. He says, wait, I gotta put this. Just dunk one in milk, no cereal, beating that. That's a fact.
Facts.
What he said was, look, AD being there and Luka not, and really it was more Luka not being there. The Mavs have won 2 out of their last 3, beating Golden State yesterday. Get that, okay? Since Luka has been with the Lakers, they've lost 2 of their last 3. Okay.
Well, they got a bunch of injuries too.
Yeah.
Lively's out, Gabbert's out, and AD is out. They have no big. They essentially played the game with like all power forwards and small.
Right. And they beat them with points. And
Golden State played just as little.
Yeah. And so
hold on. I got to push the button on that shit right there, bro. Not Eddie Lacy.
Luka been hanging out Eddie Lacy. Oh, Lord.
Dog, do you remember how big Eddie Lacy was last year in Green Bay?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
He looked like me running the football. No, I look athletic in the league. Eddie Lacy looked like a fat ass. I'm sorry, never mind.
Man, who was your running back? Who was real big not too long ago that y'all had down there in Tampa Bay?
LeGarrette Blunt.
You like Blunt?
Yeah.
God, oh.
God damn, that boy big.
I mean, they look good if you have all 3 on there. Like if you have Lively and Gafford and AD, okay, sure, yeah. But now you have to have Kyrie score 42 points in order to beat Golden State. I mean, that's not sustainable.
My head high, sorry. Oh shit.
It's not sustainable. Kelvin Benjamin got so big they moved him from wide receiver to tight end out of necessity. Well, that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's a thing. That's a
thing.
Man,
I mean, this is my thing. I think Kyrie Irving can will the Mavs to win until one of those bigs come back, which will then tell the story of how y'all going to do this postseason and what you can add to it. I think y'all have the pieces. And like I said, AD is great when he's available. And you told me this a long time ago, Jay. The best ability is availability. And
that's
that
it.
Motherfucker ain't never available.
Never available.
And I'm sorry I called you an MF, AD, but yo,
And Fournette was big too. That's actually what I was thinking about.
You were thinking about Fournette. Fournette was a big bet. Fournette started looking like he hit a Happy Meal before every game.
Yeah, he was looking. Yeah, he was looking like, hey, get up on the O line, bro. What you doing back there? But I'm going to wait, but it will not. I'm telling you, if you're telling me that it's the culture in 2 to 3 years, and that's what you're looking for, and then all of a sudden, what you're going to have then, because Kyrie will be out of the league, probably retired or gone. Clay will be out of the league. Huh?
In 2 years, Kyrie gone?
Kyrie's 31, 32 years old. Clay is 34. See, this is the thing people don't realize. So it's like, look, Kyrie, yes, 42 points, that's great. He's not going to give you that every night. Okay?
Facts.
Clay is 34. He's just there, right? So if we're talking 2 to 3 years, in 2 to 3 years, and I think he has 2 years left on his contract anyway, he's 36, 37, right? Right, 2 to 3 years, AD is 32, broke body. So, I mean, AD will be back. Y'all watch. It's going to be a good playoff. Luka is 28, 9, and 9, and is 25. Conditioning and culture seems like a weak excuse. I'm glad we got AD. Yeah. Glad we got him. I'm sure 82 is AD is 32. His eyebrows are 42. The time is now and next year. Well, I mean, like you said, you have to be available during that time. Otherwise, you know what it makes me say.
Oh, hell no. 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 Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
That's right. This is the portion of the podcast where we see and hear things that make us say, oh, hell no. Do you have one? I know you asked me if I did.
Yeah. I got one, man. It's gonna be quick and simple, man. But it goes back to the Super Bowl. So after you win the Super Bowl, there's a lot of press run. Everybody's in front of the media. Everybody has something to say. And Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown, is no stranger to controversy after being asked about his book, which he admitted to not even reading in the Super Bowl. He just pulled it out because it became popular, right? A.J. Brown said that the Super Bowl wasn't what I thought it would be. My love of the game comes from when I dominate. I was over the Super Bowl in 2 days. So you mean to tell me after everything you talk about and do with your teammates, the goal, the plan, everything else, that you really went in the Super Bowl after, it really didn't mean that much to you? Man, get the hell out of here. That's a cap. You lying like a mug, dog. Just, this mother love was just talking the talk, bro. And what other way could he stay relevant other than just saying some shit to make everybody talk about it? But that's what we did. We had a lot of conversations. I had people say, that's why I hate them. That's why I hate them motherfuckers. I started laughing. I said, time out, man. I hate all the goddamn Eagles and them diva-ass wide receivers.
Yeah.
You wouldn't hear Jerry Rice say nothing like that. You wouldn't have heard Tim Brown say nothing like that. I said, yeah, you're right. But you just got to let it go. Nah, that's bull. He sucked. Like, damn, I ain't gonna suck, but the mentality is different. A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Savor the moment. Because as the Bengals wide receivers, as that Rams team, how hard it is to get there repeatedly and to win. So you got there. You won. You achieved something. Celebrate that shit. Don't downplay it like you just demanded it don't mean shit to you, bro. And if it do, guess what? Sometimes, like your grandma me say, baby, just don't say everything. Sometimes you keep it to yourself.
Man, keeping with that's very good. Thank you, sir. Keeping with that theme. Sometimes it's good just to not say anything. Dak Prescott was asked at an event this past week. I don't even know what he was asked, but this is what he said. Basically, that the Cowboys are close to winning a Super Bowl. Why would he say that? Because that's what they asked him. Really? You believe that? Yeah. Look who was just in the Super Bowl. Look who was just in the NFC Championship. They're both in our division. We play them a couple of times a year, and we beat them. So we're close because we play them. We play them every year. Man, sit down.
That's crazy knocking at the door. That's crazy. Yeah, crazy knocking at the door.
Man, go sit down.
Wow.
Oh, hell no. Just shut up.
Dak. Oh, hell no, bro. Sometimes.
Shut your mouth.
What they say to the drunk dude at the wedding that's at the reception?
Yeah. Take this, gone.
Somebody take the microphone from Dak. Go over there and get him.
Get him. Oh man, yeah. I just don't get it. I love my wide receiver Evans and Godwin.
Yes, sir.
Yes. They
Chris,
are two of the baddest ones on the planet. We play them every year too. We must be close by that theory. Right. Everybody in the NFC is close because
the Giants are close. The Giants are close to being relocated somewhere because their ass is horrible.
No, they're not going because that's just one of the originals. Yeah, they do need to drug test Dak after that, and I hope they find something in the system so we can get rid of him.
Dak ain't going nowhere.
There's that.
That'd be his first time failing a piss.
He's not, and that's the hard part. He's not going anywhere. Look, let's keep on with this because it's just going to make me more angry.
Hey, Chris Cole, I got something coming on Big Game's Pewter Perspective, man, about the wide receiver position in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers too. So y'all stay tuned for that. But man, you know what it's time for, right?
Time for that top five.
It's time for the top five. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Big Game Sports top five.
That's right. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some even punk out and have a top 10. But not here, Big Game Sports Buzz. No. Top five. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Top five Super Bowl MVPs of all time. Let's go.
Man, this is a crazy list, dude. Like, for us to have these last 3 weeks, we've centered everything around the goddamn Super Bowl, bro. And I really had to go through this list and think about it some different ways and, why I liked it. So number 5 for me, man, is 2016 Denver Broncos outside linebacker Von Miller. Von Miller, man, played like a man possessed in that game, went out and handled business, had Cam Newton running for his life, and just played like a man possessed, dude. And I'm a big Von Miller fan, so Von Miller was number 5 for me. Number 4, excuse my language right here. This motherfucker beat me in the playoffs in the NFC Championship game and kept me from going to the goddamn Super Bowl. Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner, man, and it's just the fact that I love his story. I love that this dude played arena football and was working at a grocery store to go on to be one of the best quarterbacks to play in the NFL. Just for what Kurt Warner did with his career, Kurt Warner winning that MVP in 2000, I think, was amazing, man. Number 3 for me, and probably could be up in order, but a man that I dogged big time over the last 2 weeks and said that he's going to have to make a believer out of me.
Yeah.
That goddamn Jalen Hurts, man. He came out and played the position quarterback the way you want him to play. He used his legs, but he also used his arm, used it well, but better than that, he made good decisions the entire game. Yes, I know it helps when you have an O-line like that, but Jalen Hurts, I got to give it to him for number 3. Number 2, Tom Brady. And I don't mean the arrogant Tom Brady that everybody loved to hate. I'm talking about the underdog Tom Brady that went into New Orleans and defeated the greatest show on turf when the New England Patriots are the first ones to be introduced as a team at the Super Bowl to come out and play the way they did in 2002. And for Tom Brady to win that MVP, that's when Brady was still, a lot more likable than he was later on in his New England career. And then number one for me, I saw someone put in the chat. This was big for me because being a little kid, watching it happen when it did, I was in middle school. But Doug Williams to get hurt, leave the game, come back in, and win the MVP for the Washington at the time Redskins, and get that Super Bowl MVP, which is special because we hadn't seen that before. We haven't seen an African American man be an MVP of a Super Bowl. So Doug Williams was my number one Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. I'm gonna put some of these up. Doug Williams was also Sharon put up there. That's a great one. Grandizer, Grandizer's gonna do what he does, man. I love it. Drew Brees, he's got him up there. Super Bowl XLIV. Yeah, that's incredible.
Good job, Grandizer.
Terrell Davis, for sure.
Another good one because that running game from Denver was amazing.
He coming in with this Larry Zonka, old school. Okay, all right, I see you. He was actually on my list too. Marcus Allen.
He had to go with Zonka. You know why?
Well,
you know why too.
Yeah. Go Fins, blah, blah, blah. Steve Young, for sure. Wish he had made some more good decisions like that. INT. Kurt Warner, for sure. Truth be told, shouldn't Timmy Smith should have won the MVP? He ran wild.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man.
Fullback, solid numbers. For my five, as we're getting here, I agree with you, Von Miller. Anytime I see a defensive player they get high consideration from me because their effect on the game, especially if it's just one player, is, man, that's something big because usually it's quarterbacks who will get that award. For me, it was also Joe Montana. Super Bowl 29, 331 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Listen, man, it's Joe Montana. It's Joe Montana. It's crazy to me, though, that he didn't win it a lot. I think he only won one. Yeah, I think he only won one. So that's kind of crazy.
Jerry Rice won one with him, I believe.
Yeah. Eli Manning. This was the year that he beat Tom Brady. Listen, not great numbers, but just the will to win and keep it moving, keep it going. Yeah. And he thwarted the perfect season. So, boom, there you go. I agree with you, Terrell Davis. Listen, 30 carries, 157 yards, 3 touchdowns. Fantastic. I mean, it's just, there you go.
Mile high salute.
The Mile High salute. And then, of course, mine, last one, Steve Young. 325 passing yards, 6 touchdowns. Listen, man, ain't nobody ever done that. In a Super Bowl, ain't nobody ever done that. He's got to be there.
Granddaughter, Richard Dent was one of my favorite players back in the day. The dude had a pass rush named after him, man.
Let's see. Malcolm Butler gets the credit for one of the performances for that one play. Excuse me. He single-handedly got the Pats a ring there.
He did.
Let's see. There we go. Eli Glass. Someone else said, "Yeah, I'm not a homer. You see what I'm wearing here, but I'm going to recognize when something great happens, even if it's not for mine." 2 Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP. Jay Soggs, BJG. What about when Richard Dent won the Super Bowl MVP? Yeah, like I said, that's cool and all, but when I think of that defense, it really is the whole defense. He made great plays, but I think of the whole defense.
Phil Simms was great in '86 in that Rose Bowl, dog. That was a hell of a team the Giants had then too, man.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Harry Carson.
You are aging yourself, but we know too. We watched it as well. Strahan was MVP that year, my opinion. You could say that, but
I
agree.
I agree, but you know what it is, man. Ted Sells and who that it was, man. I'm just gonna say
Yeah, Sherm. Look, again, I'm gonna recognize it now. You know I wanted to put Emmitt Smith, I wanted to put Troy Aikman.
Well, shit, you should have if you thought they deserved it.
But look, here's the thing, though. What did I say? Top 5.
Yeah,
Super
I
Bowl
didn't.
MVP.
I didn't name a Buccaneers MVP. I didn't say Tom Brady, Tampa, and I didn't say Dexter Jackson. I feel you, bro. Yeah, I did that.
Was Tom Brady really like? Was that a Louis? I mean, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Hey, man, you're an ass for that. But you're right.
Simeon Rice should have won it in 2002.
Chris, because I have allegiance to both of those players, I will not speak on that.
Timmy Smith, 22 carries, 204 yards,
Jason
2
and I had a
touchdowns.
conversation about that. About that Dexter Jackson MVP. We did.
Yeah. Question for next week. SB MVP that were incorrectly given out.
That's cool, but I'm over Super Bowl shit right now.
Yeah, but maybe. I think 86 Giants was big game favorite team.
Yeah,
Possibly.
I did claim the Giants back then because of that defense. Yeah, with Leonard Marshall and Banks and Taylor and Marshall. Yeah, dog. I love that defense. Mark Bavaro was a tight end. Yeah, that was my squad, dog.
Yeah, I mean, you also had Dave Meggett was on that team, if I'm not mistaken.
But they had
that's that team, right?
Yeah, but they had the other running back, number 20.
It was Thunder and Lightning. Oh my gosh, Otis Anderson.
Yeah,
Dave Meggett, Otis Anderson, Thunder and Lightning. Listen, again, they had
McConkey. That was a good ass team, bro. That Giants.
That was a great team. That's a great team. But yeah, man, that's. I mean, yeah, I agree with you, Granddad. You got Danny White, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith. I thought about Roger Staubach, but that team.
Those single-digit Super Bowl numbers don't count.
They do count. But you really have to look at the whole team. You have to look at the team as a whole, man. Big game wrecking crew. Yeah. Yeah. Otis Anderson. Yeah, that's like I said, I played with him in Tecmo Bowl and in Super Tecmo Bowl. That team was hard to beat, especially with that play action, bro. That's hard to beat, man. Unless you had Bo Jackson.
That was a cheat code. And then if you got the joystick, they had the turbo button. You could just hold A down and I had to tap it. Bo Jackson just made people pop off of him, dog.
That's so bad. In St. Louis, I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Otis Anderson in St. Louis.
No, I think he means when the Super Bowl was in St. Louis, bro.
Oh, in St. Louis. My bad. Some said this year's Super Bowl was boring, but a lot of people seem to forget that 1995 Super Bowl 39. That Super Bowl was over by halftime.
Oh, your boy Dallas.
Chargers,
boy. O'Donnell. Who was that? Neil O'Donnell was the quarterback for the Chargers then?
Yeah.
That shit was horrible, bro. That game was bad. It was done.
His
back was in the second half, bro.
Yeah, Cardinals.
He did play for the Cardinals. That's
most boring Super Bowls ever. We'll definitely get that one on there. I think we could do that at some point in time.
I like this past Super Bowl though. I really did. I like the defense that was played by the Eagles, and I think a lot of people like seeing Mahomes running for his life.
Mahomes was like, he tried to squirt through, try to kind of punch through, have that Mahomes magic, and they weren't having it, bro.
Nope,
they just weren't having it at all. So they're long, they're lengthy. Stan Humphries, Chargers QB for that Super Bowl. I don't know if it was Stan Humphries, was it?
Maybe you're right. I don't know why I was thinking O'Donnell. I can't remember who it was, man. Y'all the stat guys, bro. My brain.
Yeah, I think because maybe he got injured. But I think it was Neil O'Donnell because he got injured. Man, that's like over 30 years ago, bro. So I just
I know.
So anyway, look, thank y'all for joining us. So appreciate y'all being here, taking your time out.
Dan Humphries was the quarterback.
Okay, hey, there you go. Grandizer on it. That's why we have some of the best people.
In 95, 96,
yeah,
it was.
You're right. Time flies. Injured, ruined before Giants got him what could have been a Hall of Fame career.
Right.
But hey, thank you for joining us again. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends, your family, and your frenemies. Remember, without the hate, we don't elevate. So thank you again. Make sure you hit us up. Hit up Big Game on his Pewter Perspective. And, of course, the other podcasts that are going on the BGSC network where sports and entertainment collide.
Hey, man, for the Buff Nerd, Jay Stoggs, I'm your boy, Big Game James. And until next week, God bless. Peace.
Much.
Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah.